Welcome back to the Los Angeles Angels draft only franchise, where last episode, Freddie Lorenz finally became a superstar in this game. His one inning in the All-Star game, he struck out the side, earning him All-Star game MVP, proving that Derrick Siddiqui is not the only stud in this rotation. We also had our next to last draft class, Torrey Miller, outfielder, going in the first round, Eric Ojeda, a potential reliever, going in the second. Those two guys could possibly help us out next season. We'll have to wait, get to the offseason and get them on our team before we can make that decision. And we sit here on August 2nd with a 4-game lead over the Astros, 8 games over the A's, 14.5 over the Mariners, and 20.5 over the Rangers. We have the best record in baseball. Just a phenomenal season last year and this year, winning 90 games last year. Going to finish up this homestand, big, long homestand. We got the White Sox and Tampa Bay before we go on the road to Detroit, come back for the Dodgers, go to the A's, come back for the Reds, Cubs. Then a long trip, go to Texas for 3, go to Houston for 4, and Kansas City for 3 before we come back and play the A's. You only have 2 days off in the month of September, so it's going to be a grind. And I'm really interested to see this series right here at Colorado, how many home runs Edgar Mota can hit at Coors Field. I'm going to record those games, and if I have time in this episode to show them, I will. Otherwise, we will just recap and show the box scores for that series. But I want to get this season wrapped up, get on to the playoffs, and hopefully we can get home field advantage throughout, give us a better path to the World Series. We'll tell you right now, if we win the World Series, we will have Season 7. We'll play one more year, see if we can go back-to-back. If we don't win the World Series, we will have Season 7, and that'll be probably our last year before we hit into MLB 26. If we don't win a series in either of those years, I may give you a special episode where we play an entire season in one episode and try to get us a World Series championship, kind of like I did with my Tampa Bay Rays franchise. So anyway, let's quit talking. I will get in here, get some games played, show you highlights as we go along, try and wrap up this 6th season as quick as possible, because I know you guys want to see what we do in the playoffs. Edgar Mota with a 2-run shot in the bottom of the first gets the Angels off to a quick lead here in Game 1 against the White Sox. And Nelson Rada extends his hitting streak to 23 games, does it with this leadoff double here in the second inning, so we don't have to wait very long. Jake McCarthy, bases loaded triple here in the top of the 4th, makes it 3-2 White Sox. Ray Harvey, big 3-run shot here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 out. And the Angels are back up on top 5-4. And Jason Foley would set them down in the 9th as the Angels take Game 1 of this series, come from behind, 5-4 victory. Danny Young with the win, Grant Taylor the loss. Foley up to 37 saves now. Take a look at the box score just for the Angels. Mate 2 hits, Mota 3 hits including a home run. 2 hits for Rada. Harvey with a 3-run shot that was the game winner. 2 steals by Mate. Gonsolin, okay, just ran out of gas. Bullpen only gives up 1 run, solo shot in the 6th. Everybody else shuts him down, and we get the win. In Game 2, we would lose that game 6-2. Big game for Jake McCarthy with a home run, drives in 4. Ivan Herrera, 4 for 4, drives in 2. Also hit a home run in that game. On our side, 2 more hits for Edgar Mota, up to 318. And Nelson Rada continued the hit streak, goes 1 for 4 with a RBI. Not a great start by Derrick Siddiqui as we take the loss. And we have a critical situation here in Game 3 of the series against the White Sox. We're trailing 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Nelson Rada, 24-game hit streak on the line. Let's hop in and watch and see if he can get this streak extended. All right, Rada 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the first pitch from Taylor, and it's going to be a little pop fly into shallow left field, and that's going to be caught. So unless we rally and tie this game, Rada's hit streak might end at 24 games. And the White Sox would hang on and win Game 3 as they take the series 2-1. Sean Burke with the win, Lorenz with the loss, Detmers with the save, and Rada's hit streak stops at 24 games, falls 4 shy of Garrett Anderson's team record. Look at the box score. It's like Herrera and Conine. Just Herrera with a home run, Conine with a 3-run double. Our side, 2 hits for Rosario, 2 for Garner. Guzman with a home run, drives in 4. Santana Garner with steals. Freddie gets pounded, gives up 6 runs in less than 5 innings. Lose 2 out of 3. And after that loss in Game 3 against the White Sox, we bounce back, win 2 out of 3 against Tampa Bay to end that homestand. 8-5 record. Go to Detroit, win all 3 games there. Come back home, face the Dodgers, win 2 out of 3. Now we go to Oakland, and I want to show you something here. Ray Harvey has been heating up. See Edgar Mota, he's up to 33 home runs. He has over 100 RBIs now. We're in the middle of August, hitting 314 on top of that. Derrick Siddiqui, 16-4, 178 strikeouts, leads the Cy Young. And Jason Foley, reliever of the year, at the top of the board there, 42 saves. And Ray Harvey, with his hot streak, he has passed up Luke Grace on the Rookie of the Year leaderboard. And look at his recent games. He's hitting 250, but he's got 5 home runs and 11 RBI, including 3 home runs and 7 RBIs in his last 2 games. So he is incredibly hot right now. And as good as the season Luke Grace has had, what's he done lately? He's hitting 220, so that's really helped drop his average some. But still, Ray Harvey putting up the power numbers that we expected to get out of him when we drafted him. And right now we sit with a 2-game lead over the Astros, 9 over the A's, and we have it's like a 4-game lead over the Yankees for the best record. Nope, Astros. The Astros? Yeah, the Astros are 2 games behind us in the standings and 2 games behind us for the best record in baseball. So the Astros eating up and taking over from the Yankees in that number 2 spot. And we went to Oakland, split the first 2 games of that 3-game series, and here we are on top of the 8th of Game 3. We are trailing 3-2, and Edgar Mota has 2 solo shots in this game, looking for his 3rd one to tie it up here in the 8th, facing DL Hall. We ate him up last year in the playoffs, so let's see what Edgar can do here. If he can hit 3 solo shots and keep us in this game. See, 316, 35 home runs, 105 RBI. Had a slow start to the season, but as the temperature outside got hot, he has heated up. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he swings through that. He's down on the count 0-2. See Barrero, their closer, warming up in the pen. Edgar's worked it all the way back to a full count now. Battle going on in this at-bat. Here's the pitch from Hall. Strike in the inside corner. Not sure what he was looking for, but that's going to end the inning as he doesn't get his 3rd home run. And the A's would hang on and win the game. Ryan Nelson gets his 9th win. Bowden Francis, his 5th loss. Barrero, 35th save as the A's win 2 out of 3 in this series. See our offense. Mota, 2 solo shots. Santana had 2 hits. 10 strikeouts, no walks. Just couldn't get much going. Bowden Francis, not a terrible start, not a great start. But when you only get 2 solo homers early in the game and nothing afterwards, it's kind of hard to win. And Ray Harvey still number 1 on the AL Rookie of the Year board, but Colton Gordon has passed up Luke Grace. Great season for him, 14-5. And Harvey's going to have a lot of work to do down the stretch here to hold him off. Closing in on 20 home runs, though. So let's hop in and watch Ray Harvey in this game right here at home against the Cubs, facing Chris Bubich. We'll player lock on him and see if he can do anything special, like maybe hit his 20th home run. All right, Angels, 81 wins on the season already, so they're guaranteed not to have a losing record. And Leandro Santana has a 15-game hitting streak. We just went through 24 game 1 with Rada, and now Santana has a 15-gamer. And we'll pick this game up in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No score. Ray Harvey's going to lead things off for the Angels. All right, Ray got that average up, 266. Respectable average, sitting on 19 home runs. See his numbers there. He has an 8-game hitting streak himself. 19 home runs, 58 ribs. If we can get him over 75 for the season, got a chance he could hit 25, drive in 75. That'd be a great rookie year. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Bubich. That's low for ball 2. And Harvey ahead in the count, 2-1. Here's the pitch from Bubich. And it's going to be a tapper to third base. Scoop there, throw to first, and there's the first out of the inning. And Denzer Guzman gets us on the board. Ricky Garner left with a double. Guzman singles him home. It's 1-0. Good guys. And Brandon Lau gives the Cubs a 2-1 lead here with a 2-run shot in the 4th inning. And now it's 3-1 as Long gets an RBI single with 2 on and 2 out. And we're back to Ray Harvey here leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. Angels down 3-1. Let's see if Ray can get this rally started. Grounded out to third his first time up. Harvey ahead in the count, 3-1 now, looking for a pitch to drive. Here's the pitch from Bubich. And it's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle, so it's not a 20th home run, but we'll take the base hit. Need base runners since we're down 2 here in the 4th. Nelson Rada singles, so now we have 2 on and nobody out for Rosario. He walks. Bases are loaded for Ricky Garner. Let's watch this at bat. I know it's a Harvey player lock game, but I want to watch Ricky with the bases loaded. He's hitting .236. Got 14 steals on the season. He's also got 13 home runs and 44 ribs, but he's struck out 116 times already. So kind of Jekyll and Hyde season for Ricky. And Ricky's down to count 1-2. He's got to protect. Can't strike out here. We got to put this ball in play. Here's the pitch. A high pop-up into shallow right field. Second baseman going out. And he's going to have that. The runner's going to have to hold. And so still bases loaded with 1 out. Go back to quick sim. Denzer Guzman. Sac fly. There we go. It's a 1-run game. Santana up. Still on the hitting streak. And he strikes out. So we get 1 back in that inning. And a solo shot by Edgar Mota makes it 4-3. Cubs got a sac fly in the top half. So it's back to a 1-run game with 1 out. Made strikes out. So let's see if Harvey can get a rally started here with 2 out. All right, Ray. Then you got a single. Let's get a big fly here. Get you up to number 20 and tie this game up. Count even at 2. Nobody on, 2 out. Angels trying to get that tying run in. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 as he takes the slider. Must have been looking for something else. Wyatt Langford, RBI triple, makes it 5-3 Cubs. And Denzer Guzman, an RBI double, makes it 5-4. Santana still looking for his first hit. New pitcher, Valente Bayozo, and he pops out to end the inning. Jesus Made ties it with a solo shot. 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Now we need Ray Harvey to hit his 20th and give us a lead. I'll take a base hit, but I'm really greedy. I want that home run on camera. All right, Ray, 1 for 3. Here's the first pitch. And it's going to be a pop-up past first base down the line in foul territory. And Long's going to have it to end the inning. But Jesus Made comes through in the clutch. Big solo shot. And we are tied after 7. Denzer Guzman gets a leadoff double here in the 9th. Santana looked to extend his hit streak. It sits at 15 games. He's 0 for 4. So let's hop in and watch him against Cade Smith. All right, Santana looking to extend that streak and get us a walk-off win. Back and forth game the entire time. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Leandro, .252. He's got his average way up. 15 home runs, 66 ribs. Been batting a lot of this year in cleanup. Bouncing between first and fourth. He and Made flipping back and forth. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Smith. And low ball 2. Santana ahead in the count, 2-1. Here's the pitch. And it's ripped into left field. Going back. And shy of the track, he's got it. Throw comes back in. And Guzman is in as he moves up to third base. So now the winning run is 90 feet away with 1 out. Stay here and watch this. Luke Grace batting. He's 1 for 4 in the day. A chance to walk it off. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be a pop fly into center field. Let's see if it's deep enough. Here's the catch. Here's the throw. And it is... He's safe. And the Angels win. Guzman with a great game. And the rookie, Luke Grace, with the walk-off sac fly. This one more time. Just a straight-up pop fly to center field. I wasn't sure if he got enough of that. No, Guzman has some speed. That is not Pete Crow Armstrong. Armstrong is on the DL. Langford does the tumble on the throw, but he might have had him if it was online. But either way, we get the walk-off win. Check this box score. 2 hits for Tucker, 2 for Lau with a home run, 3 hits for Zach Neto against his old team. Our side, 3 hits for Mota, including a home run. Made, 1 for 4 with his 20th home run. 2 hits for Rada. Guzman, 3 for 3, drives in 3, scores the game-winning run. Bullpen does an outstanding job. And we steal a win away from the Cubs. And we would go on to sweep the Cubs. Big game here in Game 3 as Jesus Made goes 2 for 4 with a grand slam. We win all 3 games in the series after we lose 2 out of 3 to the A's. Came back home, lost 2 out of 3 to the Reds, but bounced back, sweep the Cubs. Now we go on the road. We got 3 at Texas, 4 at Houston, 3 at Kansas City. Big road trip. We're going to sim through these games, and you will get some gameplay against the Astros because they are currently 4.5 games back. And if we can win at least 2 of those games, maybe even take 3 or 4 of them, we can really pound these guys into the ground and win this division going away. And we would go to Texas, win 2 out of 3, lost the first game 4-3. Jesus Mota and Ryan Ward with home runs. Derrick Siddiqui, 4 runs in 5 innings with 9 strikeouts. Drops to 17-5 on the season. Game 2, we win 4-2. 3 more hits for Jesus Mota. Mota 2 for 4, drives in 3, hits another home run. Ray Harvey gets home run number 20. He goes 2 for 3, adds a walk. Freddie Lorenz gets the win. He's 14-6 now. And then game 3, we win 5-2. Santana 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 2 more hits for Rada, 2 more hits for Rosario. And Tyler Bremner, 2 runs over 7 innings. He's 14-7. And Jason Foley has 46 saves. And we have reached the end of August. We have this big 4-game series at Houston. Before we get into that, we have a few things to address. This road trip, followed by a homestand and another short road trip. Well, actually, it's a long road trip. We only have 2 days off in the entire month of September, but we have 17 games in a row right here. This stretch, starting on the 30th, we have 17 games in a row. No days off until the 16th of September. And Luke Grace is struggling right now. He slumped down into like 280, so we're going to give him a few days off. Most of the series against Houston, we're going to play with Dominic Keegan, who's hitting over 300 this year, and let Grace recharge and be ready for the rest of the month of September. We also have 2 relievers that I added to the 40-man roster so that they're available for us to use in the playoffs. I want to make sure that we have any injuries or I make any personnel decisions that these guys are eligible to play in the postseason for us. I'll show you that right now. We purchased the contracts of Abe Vento and Luis Alfonso from AAA, so they're going to be on the 40-man roster. And I believe Vento is going to be one of our September call-ups. We also re-signed Daryl Boovey to a 7-year, $46 million contract. You can see right there in the middle. I cut a couple of guys that were sitting down in A-ball, and it clears roster spots so that all of our draft picks join the team and nobody else gets cut. Pre-cutting a couple of players that have no future with us. But I'm going to bring Vento up in the September call-up, and I think the other one that we're going to call up is Benny Montgomery. He has had a really good season. He's not a prospect anymore. He's 27 years old, see potential, but look at that, 65 contact against lefties, 64 power against lefties, +5, +11. Dude's got 13 home runs. He's only hitting 221, but he gives us another bat to use against left-handed pitching. He has great defense, really good speed, so he's going to be an insurance guy in the outfield, pinch runner, and maybe use him against lefties down the stretch. See, we have a 3.5 game lead over the Astros. Everybody else is double digits back, so they're not a threat any longer. So we're going to get into this Astros series, and when we get to September 1st, Abe Vento will come up. You'll get to see him pitch in the bullpen and see how this month goes, this last month. This series here against the Astros, beginning here on the 30th through the 2nd of September, that series right there is going to tell us if we need to even watch this last series at Houston. If we blow these guys out and get a big lead in the division, then I don't think that series is going to be important enough to watch, which would mean we will definitely watch this series at Colorado and see how our guys do in the Mile High City. But we got to get through this first series right here and see how that determines the path for the rest of the month of September as we try to wrap up this division and get into the playoffs. In Game 1 in Houston, we have Bowden Francis facing Spencer Arrighetti, and we made the switch to put in Dominic Keegan at catcher. See, he's hitting 305, so give Grace the time off since he's slumping badly. Let him rest up, and we'll jump Nelson Rada up to number 2 in the order. And Ray Harvey, we're going to put him ahead of Ricky Garner at the moment and go from there. But this will be our lineup for at least Game 1. We'll adjust as we go through, but that's our lineup change, like I said, to give Grace some time off. There we are, Dakin Park, Game 1. Angels-Astros separated by 3.5 games. Ronald Acuna back off the DL. See what he's done in his last 23. He is hot. Someone we definitely have to contend with in this series. There's Spencer Arrighetti's stats. 8-5, 4.10 ERA. A little bit of an elevated whip because of his walks. Doesn't strike out a ton. Top of the first inning, Jesus Mota doubles to get things started. There we go. Rada flies out. Mota walks. Santana flies out. Rosario hit by pitch. Bases loaded. 2 out. Ray Harvey. Let's hop in and watch Ray as he makes a run at Rookie of the Year. All right, Ray, sitting at 265. Just got his 20th home run not too long ago. First pitch takes a strike, curveball down the middle. With 20 home runs, 59 ribs. Hot last month of the season should get him up close to 75 ribs, maybe 80. Harvey down in count 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 out here in the first. Here's the pitch from Arrighetti, and swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. Catcher gets it, steps on home for the force. We blow a big chance to score here in the top of the first inning. On the mound for the Angels, Bowden Francis, bounce back year, 11-5, 3.88 ERA. Right back to the quick sim here. Pena strikes out. Lee flies out. Acuna strikes out. There we go. Good start. Garner, walk. Keegan, single. Guzman, double play. Mate pops out. Go to the bottom. Ground out. Ground out. Ground out. There we go. Rada, solo shot. It's 1-0 Angels. There we go. Mota, solo shot. Back to back. Yes. 2-0, good guys. Santana flies out. Rosario walks. Harvey double play, but we're up 2-0 on the inning. Strikeout, ground out, single, double by Pena makes it 2-1. Go to the fourth inning. Garner, ground out. Egan, ground out. Guzman, ground out. Acuna, line out, fly out, ground out to the fifth. Mate singles, gets caught stealing. Walk to Rada. Let's watch Edgar Mota. All right, Edgar got a walk and a home run today, up to 316 average. Swings and misses on first pitch from Arrighetti. There you go. 316, 39 homers, 113 RBIs. So 1 home run shy of his third straight 40 home run season to start his career. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. All right, Edgar down on count 1-2. Got to protect. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the circle change off the plate, and he strikes out for the second out of the inning. All right, back to the sim. Santana flies out. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Strikeout. Strikeout. Single. Strikeout. There we go. Struck out the side. Go to the sixth. Rosario. New pitcher, Brian Baker. He walks. Harvey. Triples. It's 3-1. There we go. Ricky Garner. Strikes out. Keegan. Grounds out. Guzman. Grounds out. Go to the bottom of the sixth. Ground out. Ground out. Acuna singles with 2 out. Alvarez flies out. We go to the seventh. New pitcher Brian King. Mate grounds out. Rada strikes out. Mota flies out. At the bottom of the seventh inning. Error. Strikeout. Fielder's choice. A walk. And we're going to the pen right now. Don't want to lose this game. Done this too many times this year. 1 batter too many. Bring in Danny Young, the lefty. It's a pop out. There we go. Clutch out. Go to the eighth. Looking for some more runs. Kevin Ginkel, former Angel, coming in. Santana flies out. Rosario grounds out. Harvey flies out. Go to the bottom of the eighth. Pena strikeout. Lee strikeout. Acuna single. 1 more batter. Alvarez ground out. There we go. He's done. At the top of the ninth, Ricky Garner. Triples. Keegan. Let's go for the sac fly. Gets it. All right. We're up 4-1 now. Guzman walks. Mate singles. Let's watch Rada bat here with 2 on and 1 out here in the ninth. All right, Rada trying to extend this lead. Already got the insurance run to make it a 3-run lead earlier in the inning. Takes a strike in the inside corner. So he's up to 296 with that big hitting streak. Already homered earlier today. Ginkel comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it hits him on the thigh. So now we're going to have the bases loaded and Edgar Mota coming up looking for home run number 40. Huge spot here for the Angels. Blow this game open in the ninth. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Team Mota 1 for 3. Solo shot as well. Like I said, looking for home run number 40. And now we got a 3-2 count. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ginkel's got to come into Mota. Let's go, Edgar. Drive this pitch. And swings and misses on a fastball down and in and strikes out for the second out. Big out for the Astros. Got to bring in Leandro Santana. Bases loaded and 2 outs. He's 0 for 4. Need to get him off the schneid today. Takes a strike for strike 1. See Santana 250 with 15 and 69. I believe both of those last 2 are career highs. Santana's worked the count full. Here's the pitch from Ginkel. A high fly ball into left field. Alvarez back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! Grand slam home run! Leandro Santana comes through in the ninth. Grand slam, gives us a huge lead now. Man, this team is phenomenal. These young players are just stepping up, and he got all of that. He has developed the power. I said before and earlier in the series, he's 6'4", over 200 pounds. The dude has power, and it's showed up this year. And the Astros left Ginkel in for 33, 34 pitches. That's criminal on their manager part there, and it cost them a chance to keep this game close. Going to bring in Chase Shugart now, but it's one pitch too late. Back to the sim. Rosario walks. Harvey flies out. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. We're up 8-1 here in game one. We're going to bring in a new pitcher. And let's bring in Brito. Fly out, single, fielder's choice, and we win game one 8-1. Huge statement game here in game one. Our Angels put up a big 5-spot in the ninth inning. We win this game 8-1. Bowden Francis gets his 12th win. We push them 4.5 games back, so even if they win the next 3 games, we're still going to be in first place at the end of this series. Check the box score. Made 3 hits. Rada with a solo shot. Mota with a solo shot. Santana with a grand slam. Rosario 3 walks on the day. Look at the stat line filled up. Francis 1 run in 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts. Brito and Young do their jobs. We win this big game 1. And Tony Gonsolin is scheduled to pitch game 2 at Houston, but he is in a rough stretch. See, his ERA is approaching 5. He is regressing heavily across the board. This is his last year on the team. And he has, in his last 10 games, he's 0-5 with a 6.46 ERA. So we're going to make a move. I'm actually not going to send him to the minors. We're going to move him to the bullpen. We're going to send Julian Aguilar down. See, his ERA is over 5 as well. Over 8 in his recent games. So Aguilar is going back to the minors. I think he has to go through waivers to go back down. And we are going to bring back up Luis Medina. He's regressing slightly, but down in AAA, he's got a 2.55 ERA, a 1.18 whip, and he's earned the chance to come back up and pitch in September with the big club. So we're going to make that move. Aguilar goes down, Gonsolin to the pen, and Luis Medina is going to come in, and he's going to make the start today. Game 2 at Houston. Dome is closed today. Got a 4.5 game lead over the Astros. Nelson Rada working on another multi-game hit streak. Had one at 24 games snapped earlier. Now he's back up to 10. On the mound for the Astros today, Hunter Brown, 13-7, 3.09 ERA. This guy is a Cy Young candidate every year. And we made one change in the lineup today and bring in Ryan Ward, give him some playing time. He'll play left. Rosario kicks over the right. Ricky Garner gets the day off. Made's going to lead this game off. He grounds out. Rada flies out. Mota, error. Santana flies out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Geloff, former A, grounds out. League strikes out. Alvarez, looks, there's no Acuna today. Okay. He strikes out. Rosario, fly out. Harvey, strike out. Ward, strikes out. Go to the bottom of the second. Medina, his first start in the majors this year. Strike out. Ground out. Single. A strikeout. There we go. To the third. Keegan hit by a pitch. Guzman singles. It's first and third. Nobody out. Jesus Made. Let's hop in right now. Made has bounced back. Had an excellent season this year. He's up to 20 home runs. First pitch is low. See his numbers. 278, 22, and 75. He's got over 40 steals. Closing in on 50. All right. Early scoring chance in this game. Men at the corners. Nobody out. Hunter Brown on the mound. Here's the pitch to Made. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out with a high fastball, and that's the first out of the inning. All right, go back to the quick sim. Nelson Rada looking for it in his 11th straight game. He hits a double play, so we go to the bottom of the third inning. Ground out, a walk, ground out. There we go to the fourth. Mota with a single. Santana with an RBI double. It's 1-0. Rosario flies out. Harvey flies out. Ward singles, it's 2-0. There we go. Got to get him heated up. Remember his playoffs last year against the A's. Keegan grounds out, so we go to the bottom of the fourth. Single by Alvarez. Pop out. A fly out. A 2-run homer by Kafis ties the game. Double ground out. We get out of the inning, go to the fifth. Guzman grounds out. Mate grounds out. Rada strikes out to the bottom half. Lindsley strikes out. Single. Fielder's choice. 2-run shot by Alvarez. Astros up 4-2 here in the fifth. Double by Encarnacion, and we're going to get Medina out of this game before it gets out of hand. Tyson Miller coming in, and on second, 2 out. Correa flies out, so we go to the sixth. Mota hit by pitch. Santana strikes out. Rosario double play. Go to the bottom half. Kafis ground out. Walk. Single. 2 on, 1 out. 3-run shot by Lindsley, and the Astros brought the big bats today. That's home runs in 3 straight innings. Go back to the pen, and we'll bring in Brito again. Round out. Fly out. Go to the seventh. Down 5. Harvey walks. Double play. Walk. Strike out. Bottom of the inning. Ground out. Fly out. Fly out. Top of the 8th. Hunter Brown pitching a good game here. 2 outs and 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the inning. New pitcher. Let's bring in Gonsolin. He was supposed to pitch today anyway. It's a ground out. Strike out. A fly out. Go to the 9th. A big 5-run rally here off Hunter Brown. And take that back. Brian Baker's going to come in. Santana with a single. Steals second. Rosario flies out. Harvey flies out. Ward grounds out. And the Astros win game 2, 7-2. And the Astros bounce back using 3 big home runs in the middle innings as they take game 2, 7-2. Hunter Brown gets his 14th win. Medina with his first loss. And this series is tied as we go to game 3. Check the box score. 2 hits for Santana. That was about it on our offense. Medina started well and gave up the home run. And Miller didn't help much with 3 runs allowed in that 2/3 of an inning. Their side, Alvarez and Kafis with the home runs. Lindsley as well. And like I said, Hunter Brown, excellent start. Now the Astros are back to 3.5 games out. Game 3 at Houston. Great pitching matchup. Derrick Siddiqui, 17-5 with a 3.23 ERA, 196 strikeouts, going for back-to-back seasons of over 200 Ks. Facing Shane McClanahan, 12-6 with a 2.50 ERA. Remember him from my Tampa Bay Rays franchise. He won 3 straight Cy Youngs. Might have been 4. I can't remember now, but we're going to watch most of this game. Very important game. 2 great pitchers. And I already did my September call-ups. We called up Montgomery. We called up Bento. And let's get into this game and see if we can take back the lead in this series. And the Major League Game of the Week is Game 3 here at Houston. Overcast day, but the roof is open. And our big stud, Edgar Mota, with another award. Named American League Player of the Month for August. 324 with 11 home runs and 24 RBIs and 102 at-bats in the month. Here he is, the big lefty, Shane McClanahan. There's his numbers on the season. Tough opponent for us to face. Leandro Santana moved up to lead off today, try and get things started. First pitch is outside for a ball. The Astros holding the first wild card seed as we hold first place in the American League West. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Santana. Ripped into center field, and that's going to be caught by the shortstop. Thought he had a little more carry to that one, so that's the first out. See our lineup for the day. I'll bring in Jesus Mate, see his numbers on the season. Big power jump this year with the home runs and RBI. Mate's worked the count full. Mota on deck. Here's the 3-2 pitch outside, and there's a walk. There we go. Made him throw a lot of pitches, and we get our first base runner in front of our big boy, Edgar Mota. There he is. He's got a solo homer in the series. Here's the first pitch. Strike right down the middle. Mate goes. Throw down. Not in time. Stolen base number 41 for Mate. Mota works the count full. Got a battle going early in this game. Here's the pitch from McClanahan. And high, ball 4. So there we go. 2 men on, only 1 out. Rosario coming up. Fly hitting 275, 18-64. Hits lefties well. That's why he's hitting cleanup today. Rosario down to count 0-2. Can't strike out here. Here's the pitch. Swinging a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away. Both runners move up, and They are safe, so we have second and third now with 2 outs. Wild pitch on the play. Now bring in Nelson Rada, career high RBIs with 65 this year, one of the hottest hitters on the team. Rada down on count 0-2 quickly, though. Flanahan, pitch number 24 in the inning, and he strikes out Rada on the slider, and he gets out of the jam. The Angels miss a good opportunity to score here in the top of the first. On the mound for us, Derrick Siddiqui, 17-5, 323, 196 strikeouts. Like I said, number 4 would get him 200 on the season. Leading off for the Astros, shortstop Jeremy Pena. Had a 10-game hit streak as well. There's the pitch from Siddiqui. Ripped into right field, and that's going to drop in front of Rosario. I'm sorry, that's Garner playing right today. And the Astros will get their first runner on. Leadoff single. Extends his hitting streak to 11 games. Now bring in Young-Hoo Lee. First pitch from Freddie is going to be a ground ball. Back to the pitcher. Throws the second to one. Relay to first, and they get him for the double play. I don't think Siddiqui knew he had it in his glove. See the replay. Nice 1-4-3 double play. Oh, backhanded grab. I didn't see that originally. Nice play all the way around. Now we go to Ronald Acuna Jr. Came over as a free agent. Missed part of the year with an injury. That's why his RBIs and home runs are down. Acuna works the count even. Siddiqui trying to get out of this inning. Only facing 3 batters. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a pop fly into deep center field. Rada racing back. Shy of the track. And he'll have it. You see a 409 to dead center field. Big outfield here. The Angels, Astros, no score after 1. Right, Ray Harvey trying to get that American League Rookie of the Year award. Lead things off here in the second. Here's the pitch from McClanahan. It's going to be ripped down the left field line, foul. Harvey quickly down 0-2 in the count. Here's the pitch from Shane. In, hits him on the back shoulder area. So the Angels going to get their leadoff man on. Ricky Garner only hitting 229, steps in. And a first pitch to Ricky, strike, throw down, and he is out. Ricky works the count even. Angels trying to get this inning restarted. Here's the pitch, and it's a shot to left, and that one is gone. Way out of here. That's Albert Pujols-like. As Ricky Garner takes Shane McClanahan deep, and the Angels take a 1-0 lead here in Game 3. 14th home run of the season. Absolute nuke. See the replay. That's why he loves facing lefties. That is belt high down the middle, and it was just towering blast. I'm going to bring in catcher Dominic Keegan. See, he's hitting 303 on the season. First pitch swinging, and this one's gone. Same exact spot. Actually, that's further here up on the train track. Keegan, 409 feet. Man, I'm looking smart for putting him in for Luke Grace, eh? So we are quickly up 2-0 here in the second inning. Back-to-back home runs by Ricky Garner and Dominic Keegan. Check this replay. Another belt-high fastball. Can't leave those pitches there. Another towering shot. Alvarez just turned and watched it. Now bring in Denzer Guzman. Can we go back-to-back-to-back? His average is down this year, but he's playing great defense. He's Gold Glove candidate at third base. Here's the pitch from McClanahan. And that's going to be a pop-up on the infield just out into the outfield grass. Zach Geloff settle under that, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order, Leandro Santana lined out his first time. He's 3 for 10 with a homer and 5 RBIs in the series. Santana with a big grand slam in Game 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Scoop there, throw to first. The Astros get out of the inning finally, but home run bats woke up. First was Ricky Garner. Then it was Dominic Keegan. We're up 2-0. Going to the bottom of the second inning. Dangerous hitter Yordan Alvarez leading things off here in the bottom of the second. Siddiqui's 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball second base. Scoop there by Harvey. Throw to first, and there's one down. Now bring in William Contreras. 324 for a catcher is excellent. 4-time All-Star. Contreras works this count full. Got a battle going on here. 1 out in the second. Here's the pitch from Derrick. And low, ball 4, just missed. The Astros will get a man on here with 1 out. That'll bring in Zach Geloff. See his numbers on the season. Left the A's, went to the Astros as a free agent. Count even at 2. Geloff a better hitter against righties than he is lefties. Here's the pitch from Derrick. And swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Second out of the inning. Clutch pitch there. It's his first strikeout of the game. Needs 3 more to get to 200 on the season. See the replay. Buried it inner corner, and he couldn't get around on it. That'll bring in C.J. Kafis. See his numbers on the season. 20 home runs, 72 ribs. Had a home run in Game 2. Here's the pitch from Derrick. That's going to be a line drive base hit up the middle. Rada, get that ball back in. Hold the runner to second base. Now they have 2 on and 2 out. That'll bring in Cam Smith. World Series MVP from 2029. And Siddiqui gets Cam Smith down on a count 1-2. Looking for a punch out. Got to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out on the sinker. Second strikeout of the game, and they dodge a bullet. We go to the third. We're still up 2-0. Jesus Mate going to lead things off here in the third inning. Walked back in the first. Mate works the count 3-0. Lanahan struggling with his control right now. Here's the pitch, and 4-pitch walk with Mate. Not what you want to do if you're the Astros with Mota coming up. Hopefully Mate will just stay there first base. I don't want him to walk Mota. Here's the pitch. Ripped foul down the right field line. Mota jumped on that fastball. Mota down on count early. See if they send Mate on this 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. And that's going to be a line drive into left field. Base hit in front of Alvarez. Mate's going to have to stop at second base. Now we have 2 on and nobody out. Now bring in Clyde Rosario. Struck out back in the first. Rosario works the count even at 2. 2 on, nobody out here in the third. Angels looking to tack on more runs. And he swings and misses and strikes out for the second time today. That'll bring in Nelson Rada. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 hit in the series. That was a home run. Rada down in count 1-2. McClanahan is a strikeout pitcher. Got to protect. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses on the slider and strikes out. So we get 2 on, nobody out. Back-to-back strikeouts by McClanahan. See this replay. Down and away, and he swung and missed. That'll bring in Ray Harvey, the rookie. 2 on, 2 out. Hit by a pitch in the second. Harvey works the count 3-1. Sit dead red right here. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded for Ricky Garner. There we go. Ricky Garner, 2 for 4 in the series. Solo shot, got the scoring started his last time up. Big chance here for the rookie. Bases loaded, 2 out with a chance to bury the Astros early. Here's the pitch. Ripped. And it's over second base in the right field. It's going to score at least 1 run. Here comes the throw. And Mota is safe. Call it. Safe. There we go. 4-0 Astros. Umpire just stood there. See, he just laced that over second base. Right fielder comes up throwing, goes up the third base line. Mota slides around the tag, and the umpire just stands there like a statue and doesn't give me any help. Now that'll bring in Keegan. He homered his last time. Still got a man on scoring position. Keegan ahead in the count 2-1. The Angels try and expand a 4-0 lead early. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a high fly ball into right field. He's going to backpedal. Have that for the third out, but the Angels do put up 2 in the inning. Clutch 2-run hit by our rookie, Ricky Garner. Go to the bottom half. It's 4-0. Leading things off for the Astros here in the third. Ahmed Rosario playing third base. See his numbers on the season. Siddiqui gets Rosario down 0-2 quickly. Looking for a punch out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second base. Harvey charges it. Throw to first, and there's 1 down. Bit of a high throw there. Now bring in Jeremy Pena. He singled his first time up. Pena down quickly 0-2. Derrick looking to punch him out. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on the inside corner. He took that sinker, and there's 2 down now. Siddiqui, third strikeout, needs 1 more for 200. That'll bring in Young-Hoo Lee. 0 for 9 in the series. Grounded out his first time. Lee down a count 0-2 quickly. Siddiqui looking for strikeout number 200 on the season. Here's the pitch. Pop fly in the center field. Rada drift over. He'll have that for the third out. The Angels still lead 4-0 as we go to the fourth inning. Leading things off for the Angels, third baseman Denzer Guzman. First pitch to him. Give me a ground ball to second base. Geloff, scoop that. Throw to first, and there's one quick out. Back to the top of the order. Leandro Santana, 0 for 2 on the day. Trying to get on base for the first time. Clanahan up to 73 pitches with only one out here in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to Santana. And that's going to be a ground ball to second base. Geloff has that. Throw to first, and they're 2 down. Mate walked in the 3rd. See his numbers on the season again. Mate down in the count 1-2. Trying to get some 2-out magic going here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a little flare into left field, and diving Alvarez misses it. It goes by him all the way to the wall. Center fielder is going to have to get it. Throw comes back in, and Mate's in with a 2-out double. They're bringing Edgar Mota, singled his first time. McClanahan's already thrown 84 pitches here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Mota to get out of the inning, not allowing any runs, but we're going to get their stud pitcher out of this game early as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-0 good guys. And lead things off for the Astros on the bottom of the inning. Ronald Acuna, 0 for 1 with a fly out. Siddiqui gets him down in the count 1-2 quickly. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out, and that's number 200 on the season for Derrick Siddiqui. That'll bring in Yordan Alvarez. Nobody on, 1 out. See, he grounded out his first time. 32 home runs, 102 RBIs for him. He's down 1-2 in the count quickly. Here's the pitch from Derrick. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out with a high fastball. Siddiqui on a roll, Kang, Acuna, and Alvarez to start the inning. That'll bring in William Contreras. His numbers on the year again. Walked his last time. Nobody on and 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Derrick. That's going to be a line drive right to Ray Harvey for the 3rd out. So Derrick Siddiqui, very quick 1-2-3 inning as we go to the 5th. It's still 4-0 good guys. And new pitcher out of the pen, Isaac Matson. See his numbers on the season. Nothing spectacular there. And Clyde Rosario will lead things off here in the top of the 5th. He's 0 for the series. He's struck out twice today. Rosario quickly down in count 0-2. Trying not to strike out for the 3rd time in a row. Here's the pitch. And there it is. Swings and misses on the fastball and strikes out. He does have contact issues from time to time. I'll bring in Nelson Rada, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts himself. Rada down in the count 1-2, in danger of striking out 3 times as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he does. He strikes out on a nasty circle change. So Matson comes in and strikes out the first 2 batters. I'll bring in Ray Harvey. Walked in the 3rd. Nobody on. 2 out. Ray's trying to give the Angels their 3rd straight Rookie of the Year award. The 1-1 pitch from Matson. It's going to be a fly ball into right center field, drifting over, and right fielder's going to have that for the 3rd out. So we go down 1-2-3 in the top half. We hop to the bottom of the 4th inning. Zach Geloff leading things off. He's 0 for 8 in the series. Struck out his first time. Angels still up 4-0 here, bottom of 5. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Geloff. It's going to be a fly ball down the right field line. Garner on the run, diving off his glove. That's going to be a hit. Get the ball back in, and Geloff's going to be in with a double. Nice attempt there by Garner, just couldn't get it. Now bring in C.J. Kafis. Singled his first time. He has homered in the series. Kafis is quickly down 0-2 in the count. Siddiqui looking for a strikeout. Keep that runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, and he strikes out as well. Big pitch there for Siddiqui, his 6th K of the game. That'll bring in Cam Smith. 1 on, 1 out. He struck out his first time. Smith down on count 1-2. Siddiqui looking for his 7th strikeout of the day. Here's the pitch. And he hits him in the back. Got away from him there, and now they're going to have 2 men on and 1 out. Now to bring in Rosario. 2 on, 1 out. Grounded out his first time. Rosario works the count 3-0. Derrick playing with trouble here. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. Now the Astros are going to have the bases loaded and only 1 out. That'll bring in Jeremy Pena, leadoff man. Already singled in this game. Big spot in this game for both teams. Pena down 1-2 though. Siddiqui looking for a strikeout. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a high fly ball into center field. Dropping, and it's in front of Rada for a base hit. That's going to score at least 1 run. And it's going to be 2 as the Angels have their lead cut in half. Pena's 2nd hit of the day. I'll bring in Young Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 2, but we got men at the corners and only 1 out. Zach Fly would get The Astros within 1. Lee's quickly behind in the count 0-2. Derrick's pitch count creeping up this inning. Looking for a big strikeout. Here's the pitch, and he gets it. Jams him with a high fastball. It's the second out of the inning. Strikeout number 7. Now bring in Acuna. 0-2 today, but he could give the Astros a lead with one swing of the bat. Acuna down on the count 1-2. Derrick trying to get out of this jam, only allowing 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Clutch pitching there. We give up 2 runs, but it could have been a lot worse than that. As we go to the 6th inning, Angels need more runs. They're up 4-2. Leading things off, Ricky Garner, 2 for 2 with a home run and a 2-run single. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch from Matson. And swing and a miss, and he strikes him out for the first out of the inning. Now to bring in Dominic Keegan, 1 for 2 with a solo homer back in the 2nd. Keegan giving Grace some days off to reset. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a shot into right center field, and that's going to drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. Smith couldn't quite get there. Now the Angels have 1 on, 1 out for Denzer Guzman. Having a rough year with the batting average this year. Guzman down in count 1-2. Don't mind his low batting average when he gives us Gold Glove fielding at third base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Going to be a little jam shot into right center field, and it's going to drop. And we're going to have men at the corners now with only 1 out. Keegan read that well. That brings in Leandro Santana, men at the corners and 1 out. Just need a sac fly to make this a 5-2 game. First pitch to him. It's going to be a high fly ball into center field. Lee's going to settle under and got it. Let's see if Keegan can get home. Here's the catch. Here's the throw. Offline. And Keegan is safe, and it's 5-2 LA. There we go. Good job, Leandro. Now to bring in Mate now with 1 on and 2 out. Angels back up to a 3-run lead. Counts even at 2 now. Here's the pitch from Matson. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. But the Angels get a tack-on run. Coming up for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez, William Contreras, Zach Geloff. Alvarez having a tough game. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. See if Derrick can have a quick inning here. Be pitch number 80. Be a tapper in front of the plate. Keegan gets out, throws, and he gets him at first base. Alvarez doesn't have much speed. Good play by the catcher. And I'll bring in Contreras. 0 for 1 with a walk. Hitless in this series. Contreras ahead in the count 3-1. Trying to work out another walk here. Here's a pitch from Derrick. And it is ball 4. He just missed. So the Astros will have a man on with 1 out. His 3rd walk of the day. And he'll bring in Geloff. 1 for 2 with a double. Dangerous batter, especially with that short porch and left. Here's the pitch from Siddiqui. And that's going to be a pop fly into center field. Rada racing back. Just shy of the warning track. He'll have that for the 2nd out. His runner has to go back to 1st. Now bringing in C.J. Kafis. 1 for 2 with a single. Kafis down in the count 1-2. Derrick looking for another punch out. Pitch 91. It might be his last batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Astros get a man on. Nothing happens out of it, though. We go to the 7th. 5-2 lead. Great game for Derrick Siddiqui. A new pitcher for the Astros. Brian King trots in the lefty. Decent season for him on the year. Decent stats on the season for him. And his first batter is going to be Edgar Mota. 1 for 2. Single, run scored. Good series for him so far. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a line drive base hit up the middle. There we go. 2nd hit for Edgar. Keep that average up. Bring in Cly Rosario having a rough day. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 0 for 8. Guaranteed he's going to be on bench tomorrow if he doesn't get a hit this game. Rosario down a count 1-2 after a pair of foul balls. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out for the 4th time today, and he definitely is getting a day off tomorrow. Now bring in Nelson Rada. He's also 0 for 3. First pitch to him. And swing and a miss. Runner goes, and Mota is out trying to steal. Not sure why he was doing that. Now we have nobody on and 2 out. The 1-1 pitch to Rada, and that's going to be a pop-up in the middle of the infield. Pena races in, and he'll have that for the 3rd out. And we go to bottom of the 7th inning. Angels still up 5-2. And we do have a new pitcher, Darryl Boovey, coming in. See his numbers on the season. Lefties hitting them better than righties. First man he's going to face is Cam Smith. He's 0 for 1. Hit by pitch. Scored a run. Smith down on count 1-2. See if Boovey can punch him out too. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he does. Strikeout on the high fastball, up and in. That'll bring in third baseman Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 1 with a walk. Boovey has him down quickly, 0-2. Shutdown inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pop up in the shallow center field. Rada on the run. He's camped under it. He's going to have that for the 2nd out. There we go. That'll bring in Jeremy Pena. Been a thorn in our sides today. 2 for 2. 2 for 3. 2 singles, 2 ribs. Boovey gets him down on count 1-2 after a pair of foul balls. Trying to finish this inning off quickly. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses and strikes out on the changeup. There we go. Boovey continues that momentum we had with Siddiqui. Take this game to the top of the 8th. It's 5-2 Los Angeles. Another new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Kevin Ginkel, former LA Angel. Ray Harvey's going to lead things off here in the top half, trying to expand this lead. First pitch swinging is going to be a pop-up behind first base. That's Kafis. He's going to have that for the 1st out. Bringing in Ricky Garner. Had a busy day today. Single, home run, 3 ribs. Trying to finish the season on a high note. Down on count 0-2 though. Here's the pitch from Ginkel. And he swings and misses on the slider and strikes out for the 2nd out. Now bring in Dominic Keegan. He's also 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. Scored 2 runs today. Keegan quickly ahead in the count 3-0, trying to get a 2-out rally going. Here's the pitch from Ginkel. And it's high, ball 4, so we're going to get a man on with 2 out. And I'll bring in Denzer Guzman. 1 for 3 today. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Ginkel. It's going to be a pop foul down our first base line. Kafis behind the coach's box, and they'll have that for the 3rd out. And a new pitcher here in the 8th inning is going to be Eric Miller. See his numbers on the season. Angels got a man on with 2 out in the top half. Couldn't get him in. Lees worked the count full. Here's the pitch from Miller. And swings and misses on the slider and strikes out. And that's how we start the bottom of the 8th inning. I'll bring in Ronald Acuna. Ever dangerous batter, but he's 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. Miller gets him down 0-2 quickly. We can keep him off base. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out on a high fastball. He strikes out for 3 times today. Good job, boys. Now bring in Alvarez. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. We've shut down the middle of their order today. Miller coming out of the pen, throwing gas. He's got Alvarez down 0-2. Here's the pitch, and swings and strikes out again. So Miller comes in, does the job, holds this to a 5-2 Angels lead as we go to the 9th. Another new pitcher for the Astros, Edwin Uceda. Remember him from the A's last year in the playoffs. First man up, Leandro Santana, 0 for 3 on the day. Let me get him on in front of Rada, Mota, and Made. He's down to count 0-2, though. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a tapper to third base. Charging, got it, throw to first, and he's out for the 1st out. Takes an 0 for 4. I bring in Made. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Here's a line drive base hit into left center field, and center field's got it. Made, 2nd hit of the day, and it's going to be a 1-out single. It'll bring in Edgar Mota. There we go. See if we want to steal with Made now. I would just walk Mota if they did. Here's the first pitch. High for a ball. Runner goes, and he's in with a stolen base. And they're definitely going to walk Mota. That's what I was afraid of. And we're going to go to the bench. In's going to come Ryan Ward as Rosario. 4 strikeouts today. Don't need him striking out here. Ward quickly down 0-2, though. We need a clutch hit Here's the pitch from Uceda, and swings and misses and strikes out on the changeup. So our cleanup hitter today is 0 for 5 with 5 Ks between Rosario and Ward. Now I'll bring in Rada. Get a big 2-out hit from him. He's 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts as well. Rada works the count full. Runners are going to be off with the pitch. 2 on, 2 out here in the 9th. Here it comes. It's going to be a ground ball. Pass short into left field. That's going to get us another run. Throw comes in. Mate is safe, and it's now 6-2 Angels. There we go. Clutch hit. And I'll bring in Ray Harvey, the leader for the American League Rookie of the Year award. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and hit by pitch. Big 2-out chance. Come on, Ray. Clutch up. Expand this lead. It's going to be a ground ball to third base. Backhanded. Just step on the bag. He's going to throw all the way across, and he barely gets him for the 3rd out. The Angels tack on run. Nelson Rada. Clutch 2-out single. We're up 6-2 going to the bottom of the 9th. William Contreras will be the first man up for the Astros here in the 9th. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Hitless in the series. Eric Miller's still on the mound. Here's his 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball in the hole. Mate backhand. Quick throw across, and he got him. There we go. First out of the inning. Great defense. I'll bring in Geloff. 1 for 3 with a double, but he does not hit lefties as well as righties. Geloff down in count 1-2. Miller's retired 4 in a row. Looking for number 5. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. Nasty pitch there. And we have 2 down now in the 9th. And I'll bring in first baseman C.J. Kafis. 1 for 3 in the series. 1 for 3 in the game. 4 for 11 in the series with a home run. Here's the pitch from Miller. And he hits him in the shoulder. So now they're going to have 1 on and 2 out. I'll bring in Cam Smith. First pitch to him. And it's a shot to left, and that one is long gone. Man, on the railroad tracks. Computer manager should have taken him out as soon as he hit that batter. 10th home run of the season for Smith, and now it's a 2-run game. Up until that hit by pitch, Miller was dominant. Now they go to the bullpen. Even the CPU goes 1 batter too late. Trotting in out of the pen. Save situation now for Jason Foley. He's 46 of 48. Leads the American League in saves. Been phenomenal as a Rule 5 draft pick. Rosario in the hole quickly. 0-2 on Jason. Finish this game off. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on the inside corner, and the Angels win the game 6-4. So they take a 2-1 lead in this 4-game series. An excellent performance from Derrick Siddiqui. Big contributions in the bottom of the order as Siddiqui wins his 18th game in the season. McClanahan with the loss, and Foley with his 47th save. Let's go. Look at this box score. Santana with a big offer, but he did get a sac fly. Mate, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks. Mota, 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 run scored. Rada with a clutch RBI. Garner, 2 hits, a home run, 3 ribs. Keegan, 2 hits, 2 runs, hit a home run. Mate with 2 steals. Siddiqui, like I said, 18th win of the season, 9 strikeouts. Boovie pitched well. Miller pitched well to the last 2 batters, and then Foley finished it off. Now the Astros are 4.5 games back. Angels looking to push them 5.5 back. Game 4, Freddie Lorenz taking on Colton Gordon. And check this out. Gordon has moved ahead of Ray Harvey and Luke Grace for the Rookie of the Year in the American League. Harvey needs to step up, needs to get some more hits, RBIs. And if we can do some damage to Gordon in this Game 4, maybe that'll push him down behind Harvey again. But big pitching matchup again. So let's hop in. We're going to quick manage this game and step in for at-bats and pitching performances as necessary. And here's what Colton Gordon has done in his last 4 starts. 3-1, 1.38 ERA, 0.81 whip. He has been on fire, and that's why he's at the top of the Rookie of the Year list. All right, top of the first. Made a couple of changes. Benny Montgomery's going to come in and play for Rosario, and we're also going to bring in Nick Lofton to play third and give Denzer Guzman a rest as well. They're both struggling at the plate. So leading off, Mate pops out. Rada grounds out. Mota singles. Santana grounds out. Go to the bottom half. Strikeout. Walk. Strikeout. Fly out to the second. Fly out. Single by Harvey. There we go. Keegan double play, wipes that out. Ground out. A fly out. Fly out. Bottom. Top of the third. Montgomery singles his first at-bat in the majors this year. Lofton doubles, and he's out at the plate, so we have man in scoring position. One out now. Made flies out. Rada strikes out. Go to the bottom half. Strike out. Strike out. Fly out. Top half of the fourth. Mota grounds out. Santana flies out. Ground out to end the inning. Bottom of four. Single by Lee. That's her first base hit. Cunha double play wipes him out. Fly out by Alvarez. Go to the fifth. Ray flies out. Keegan flies out. Montgomery doubles. There we go. 2 for 2 so far. Lofton grounds out. Bottom of the fifth. Great pitcher's duel. Smith flies out. Rosario pops out. Contreras flies out to the sixth. Made fly out. Rada solo shot. There we go. I think that's his 10th of the year. Gives us a 1-0 lead. Mota flies out. Santana grounds out to the bottom half. Ground out. Ground out. Line out. There we go. Top of 7. Need some more runs. Ryan Baker comes in. Good start there by their rookie, but he's down 1-0. Garner strikes out. Harvey pops out. Keegan flies out to the bottom of the 7th. Strikeout. Ground out. Triple by Alvarez. Single by Smith ties the game. Rosario singles. And, yeah, we're going to leave him in. Strikeout. There we go. To the 8th inning. Montgomery strikes out. Nick Lofton grounds out. Come on, guys. Top of the order hasn't done squat. Made grounds out. Bottom of the 8th. Correa. We're going to leave him in one batter at a time. Ground out. Kafis. Pinch hit by Manning. Strikes out. Pena. Singles. Lee. Flies out. We go to the 9th. 1-1 game. Rada. Facing Josh Hader. He grounds out. Edgar Mota. Strikes out. Santana. Doubles. Let's watch Ricky Garner against Josh Hader. The Angels wearing their throwbacks. Astros wearing their City Connects. There's a first pitch to Ricky. Inside for a ball. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout today. Average at 230. Homered last game. Drove in 3. Going to get a 2-out base hit to give us a 2-1 lead here in the 9th. Here's the pitch from Hader. High for a ball. Come on, Ricky. Clutch up. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 3. Ray Harvey on deck. Big pitch here. 3-2 count. 2 out. And it's a ground ball to first base. And Hader's going to get out of that jam. Tough luck there. New pitcher for us. Going to be Daryl Boovey. Just one excellent inning yesterday. Back to the sim. Cunha pops out. Alvarez grounds out. Smith flies out. We go to the 10th. Harvey. New pitcher Chase Shugart. Harvey grounds out. Keegan strikes out. Montgomery grounds out. We go to the bottom of the inning. And we're going to bring in a new pitcher. Let's go with Tyson Miller. Ground out. Fly out. Ground out. Off to the 11th. Nick Lofton flies out. Jesus Made. Singles. Try and steal. And he's caught stealing. Too bad. Rada with a solo shot. Both runs in this game are solo homers by Nelson Rada. Now we got Edgar Mota. Nobody on. 2 out. He grounds out. We go to the bottom of the inning. And we're going back to Jason Foley. Try and finish this game off. Single by Encarnacion. Pena walks. Got 2 on. Nobody out. Lee. Ground out. So it's 2nd and 3rd. And 1 out. High game. We're going to go ahead and walk Acuna to load the bases so we can get a double play chance. Now we're going to watch this at bat against Alvarez. Here's Alvarez. 1 for 4 with a triple. Scored their only run of the game so far. Sit here with a 2-2 count. Bases loaded. 1 out. Foley trying to get out of a jam he created. Need a strikeout or a double play. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball past Made into left field. And that's going to win the game for the Astros. Man, no offense outside of Rada. And they come up big. Foley blows the save. The Astros even up this series at 2. Check this box score. Rada, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 solo shots. 2 hits for Montgomery. It says we had 9 hits. Feels like we didn't get a whole lot. Lorenz pitched a great game. Deserved to win. Doesn't get anything as Foley blows the game. Their side, 2 hits for Alvarez. 2 runs. Game winners. And Gordon pitched excellent on their side as well. So he'll hang on to that Rookie of the Year #1 spot. And after that series at Houston, we go to Kansas City, win 2 out of 3. Ball was flying out of the park in Kansas City. Look at his game 1. Fly Rosario bounces back at 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, gets 2 solo homers in the first game. Tyler Bremner goes to 15-7. Missed that at the end. Abe Vento gets his first appearance, comes in and gets the save. There we go. Game 2, 8-5. Angels win. Look at all those hits. 12 hits. Leandro Santana with 2 home runs. Edgar Mota with 2 home runs. We've hit 7 home runs in 2 games already. Bowden Francis doesn't pitch great. Danny Young gets the win in relief. Vento gets his second save. Foley must be tired. And then we go to game 3. We lose that one 4-1. 3 hits for Keegan. Medina only allows 3 runs in 5 innings. Now we sit with 90 wins, as many wins as we had all of last year. We have basically 3 full weeks of the season left. We have a 3.5 game lead over the Astros. Wow, we've really pulled away from the Yankees. Looks like the Astros are the closest team to us in baseball for the best record. And following that series with Kansas City, we would come home. The A's beat us 2 out of 3, but then we take 2 out of 3 from Minnesota. Go to Seattle, split there. Go to Milwaukee, win 2 out of 3. Then we go to Colorado. I was planning on showing highlights from this series. I really want to see Edgar Mota in Colorado, but these games against the Astros are going to be very important, I believe, at the end of the month. We have a 4-game lead with 6 games to play, so I didn't want to chance it. Let's go check out the box score, at least from that series. Game 1, Edgar Mota, 3 hits, drives in 4, hits a home run, 3 hits for Made. Bowden Francis goes to 13-7. Game 2, we win 4-3. Edgar Mota, 2 more hits. Rada, 2 hits. Ricky Garner, 3 hits, including 2 solo homers. The last was a game winner in the top of the 9th inning. Made, 2 steals. Medina pitches great. Foley gets his 51st save. And then game 3, we were going for win 100, and Siddiqui was going for win number 20, but we got shut down by Matthew Liberatore. Lose that game 3-0. 2 hits from Mota, so he really helped his batting average, but he only hit 1 home run in the series. Siddiqui didn't pitch poorly. We just didn't have any offense. And he goes to 19-7. AAA, our Bs finished the season 5 games out, so they're not going to the playoffs. Trash Pandas, I believe, won the first half, so they will go to the playoffs. They will take on Knoxville. Now we sit the last week of the season, last homestand, get the Royals for 3, Astros for 3. Astros go on the road. They take on the A's for 3 and then us. So they have a really hard stretch there. Not sure they're going to be able to catch us. Just need the A's to do us a favor and win 1 or 2 games, and that'll keep the Astros from catching us for the division. We can lock up first place. Derrick Siddiqui will be trying for his 20th win in this game on Saturday. We get home field advantage. We won't have to play the first round, so it won't matter. So we will definitely show that game against Hunter Brown. We'll just quick sim these games against the Royals and try and get through this last week. Freddie Lorenz going for win number 16 against Marlon Benoit. And we win 7-0. There we go. 2 hits for Rada, 2 hits for Santana, drives in 3. Mota with another hit. Garner, 2 more hits. Made and Santana with home runs. Freddie Lorenz, no runs, 6 hits, no walks, 4 Ks in 8 innings. He goes to 16-7. He'll have 1 more start on the last day of the season. Game 2, Tyler Bremner against Carlos Rodon. And we win 7-6. Frank Grisham, 4 hits and 3 ribs. Get to Rodon early, 5 runs in 5 innings. 2 hits for Made, 2 for Rada. Home runs by Santana and Guzman. Bremner, 4 runs in 5 innings. Boovy gets the win. Foley, his 52nd save. That gives us 101 wins, and we have a 4-game lead with 4 games to go. We just need 1 more win the rest of the season, and we will clinch first place and the best record in the American League. Let's see if we get it right here. Bowden Francis, Cole Reagans, and we win 5-0, and we clinch the American League West by sweeping Kansas City at home. 102 wins. We still have 3 games to go. See the box score. 2 hits for Rada, 2 for Santana, 2 for Harvey, 2 for Rosario. Home runs by Santana, Harvey, and Rosario. Francis, 5 shutout innings, gets his 14th win. And there it is, 102 wins. We have a 5-game lead with 3 games left. We just clinched the American League West. And Yankees have 94 wins. 97 for the Astros. So we also clinch the best record in baseball. Let's go. How about that, guys? Take a look at the awards real quick before we get to the last week. Edgar Mota, #1 for MVP. Derrick Siddiqui's #3. Not sure if he would jump to 1 with a win, but he's going for 20 wins in back-to-back seasons to start his career. See, he's got 230 strikeouts, so he's below what he had last year. That's okay. Mota, another year with 44 home runs. Siddiqui, #1 Cy Young. Foley, #1 for reliever. And looks like Colton Gordon, 17-5. He's going to win the American League Rookie of the Year. That's okay. Now we can sim this first game against the Astros. Since we clinched, we will watch Siddiqui's game here against Hunter Brown. And we win 9-7. My goodness. Finishing the season really strong. 4 hits for Lee. 3 hits for Alvarez and Contreras. Our side, Mota, Harvey, and Guzman with home runs. Harvey goes 3 for 4. Mota 2 for 5. Guzman 2 for 4. Medina gives up 5, but the bullpen comes in. Boovie blew the save, but Perez gets the win in relief. We're up to 103 wins. There he is, Derrick Siddiqui, going for win #20. Got a tough opponent on the other side in Hunter Brown. See their numbers on the season. Siddiqui, strikeout rate's a little bit lower than last year, but it's okay. We'll take it. Be the second year in a row, 20 wins if you can get this one today. All right, quick manage. Pena grounds out. Lee flies out. Acuna strikes out. Bottom half. Made flies out. Rada strikes out. Mota walks. Santana singles. 2 on, 2 out. Harvey strikes out. Bottom half. Pop up. Pop up. Pop up. There we go. Garner ground out. Ward flies out. Keegan grounds out. Bottom of the inning. Top of the third. Encarnacion strikeout. Fly out. Single by Smith. Their first hit. Ground out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Guzman strikes out. Made grounds out. Rada grounds out. Top of the fourth. Ground out. Pop up. Walk. Ground out. These pitchers are dominating. Mota strikes out. Santana strikes out. Harvey doubles. Garner grounds out to the 5th. Single. Stolen base. Strikeout. Strikeout. Ground out. Ward strikes out. Keegan flies out. Guzman walks. Made with 2 outs. Flies out to the 6th. Ground out. Single. Single. Fielder's choice. Ground out. Bottom of the 6th. Rada doubles. Come on, Edgar. Flies out. Santana. Singles. There we go. 1-0. Steals second base. Harvey flies out. Garner strikes out. 7th inning. 1-0 lead for Siddiqui. Fly out. Ground out. Ground out to the bottom half. Ground out. A walk. A single. We got 2 on, 1 out for Made. He walks. Bases loaded for Rada. New pitcher. Fielder's choice. Edgar Mota up. We got to watch this at bat. All right. 1-0 lead. Bottom of 7. Bases loaded. 2 out for Edgar Mota. First pitch from King. It's a strike right down the middle. Mota 2 for 7 with a home run in the series. Got 45 big flies on the season. Could use one right here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ripped foul. Down and count 1-2. Base hit would work too. Here's the pitch. And swings and misses and strikes out on the changeup. So King comes up big. We go to the 8th inning. It's slim 1-0 lead. The Angels. All right, back to the sim. Smith grounds out. Pena. Error. Lee. Stolen base first. Lee flies out. Acuna. Strikeout. There we go. Bottom of the inning. Let's get some more runs. Uceda in. Santana pops up. Harvey grounds out. Garner walks. Ward strikes out. Go to the bottom half. We're going to make a defensive change here. And we're going to go to Montgomery to play left field. All right. Siddiqui, 4-hit shutout into the 9th. Looking for win #20. Solo shot by Alvarez ties the game. Ground out. Strikeout. Strikeout. Go to the bottom half. See if you can walk this off. Keegan against Shugart. Flies out. Guzman. Hit by pitch. Made walks. We got 2 on and 1 out for Rada. Lines out. Edgar Mota with a chance to walk it off and give Siddiqui his win. Let's go look. All right, Edgar, you struck out last time. We need a clutch hit here to get the walk-off win and give Siddiqui win number 20. Mota works the count full. We got 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the ninth. Tie game. Runners off with the pitch. There they go. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. Strikes out again. Come on, Edgar. And Jason Foley's going to come out of the pen for the Angels. Siddiqui's not going to get the win. Go to the top half. Pop out. Ground out. Double. Pop out. Go to the bottom of the 10th. Santana facing Ginkel. Grounds out. Harvey. Walks. Garner. Strikes out. Montgomery. Out. For the 11th inning. New pitcher. Go with Rito. Fly out. Fly out. Pop out. Bottom of the inning. Keegan flies out. Guzman doubles. Jesus Mate strikes out. Rada grounds out to the 12th. Single. Pop out. Fielder's choice. Walk. 2 on, 2 out. We're going to go to the bullpen. We'll bring in... everybody's tired. We'll bring in Miller. Fielder's choice. Go to the bottom of the 12th inning. Edgar Mota 0 for 4. Struck out twice with men on base. To face Brian Baker. Strikes out again. Santana singles. Steals second. Harvey pops out. 2 out. Ricky Garner grounds out. Go to the 13th. Pop up. Solo shot by Acuna. We're down 2-1. Walk. Single. Men at the corners. Pitcher. Let's bring in. Righties. Bring in Boovie. Strikeout. Strikeout. Go to the bottom of 13th. Down 1. Montgomery. Facing Hader. Strikes out. Keegan. Pops out. Guzman. Solo shot. Ties this game at 2 with a home run off Josh Hader. There we go. Mate grounds out. Pitching change. We're going to go to Gonsolin. We need somebody who can throw multiple innings. Hit by pitch. Pop out. A double. 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. A walk. Bases loaded. And 1 out. Acuna. And we got to take him out. We're going to go to Danny Young. I know it's a lefty against righty. Fielder's choice. Still bases loaded. Alvarez. Grand slam. And we're down 6-2. Wow. All right, Rada walks. Mota singles. Santana facing Matson. Double play. And Harvey strikes out. And we lose the game 6-2. What a frustrating loss that was. See the box score. Alvarez 2 for 5. Drives in 5. Walks twice. It's 2 home runs. Acuna with a home run. Starting pitchers were excellent today. Our side, 3 hits for Santana. 3 hits for Guzman. Everybody else just sat around and watched. Guzman with that clutch home run off Hader to tie the game. Santana 2 more steals to get to 59. And Siddiqui deserved his 20th win. Doesn't get it. That's just a shame. And game 162 against the Astros, McClanahan, Lorenz. We have 103 wins. Quick sim this. And we win 5-3 to get to 104 wins. Alvarez, another home run. We just pounded McClanahan in both starts at the end of the year. It's like Kevin Biggio came in. Got a bunch of guys getting days off. Hits a home run. Mate with a home run. Benny Montgomery with a home run. Mota goes 0 for 3. Freddie Lorenz 17-7. Jason Foley is 53rd save. And there it is. There's the playoff bracket. Astros and A's are going to play each other in the first round, and we get the winner. So we might get a rematch against the A's. On the other side, Kansas City and Seattle play. The winner gets the Yankees. National League side, Padres and Reds. The winner goes to play the Mets. Giants play the Phillies, and the winner gets the Cubs. League leaders. Siddiqui, strikeouts. Lorenz leads the league in ERA. There we go. Siddiqui, 19 wins. Foley leads in saves. And Freddie Lorenz leads in whip. There we go. Hitting side, Santana, 59 steals. Edgar, 132 ribs and 103 runs scored. Now the big ones. The awards. Jason Foley, Delivery Man of the Year. There we go. Derrick Siddiqui, Cy Young. Edgar Mota gets his 2nd MVP. There we go, 45 and 132. He's hit 45 or more home runs every year, every full year in the majors. That's a career high in RBIs. It's a career high in walks, career high batting average, on base, not slugging. What about OPS? Just barely his best OPS. Here we go. Cy Young goes to Siddiqui. Lorenz comes in third. We may get an extra draft pick because of this. We might get an extra draft pick if he's still on the PPI list. Batting title goes to Acuna. Lieber goes to Foley. Rookie of the year does go to Colton Gordon. He deserved it with that 17-win season. I think Aaron Kurtz. Gold gloves. Do we have any? Yes, Denzer Guzman. There we go. That's why we put him at third with that great fielding. Anybody in the outfield? Nope. Silver Slugger. Santana just missed it. Wow, did you see that? 96 RBIs for Santana. Wow. And Mota gets Silver Slugger at first. Anybody else? Mate finished third. There we go. All right, let's do the final stats real quick. Edgar Mota, 190 hits, 103 runs, 45, 30, 132, and 9. Just phenomenal. Mate, second on the team in hits, 24 home runs, 49 steals, 90 RBIs. We had 3 guys drive in 90. Santana, 266, 95 runs both for those 2 guys, 25 homers, 96 and 59. Rada jumped up those home runs, 81 ribs is a career high, hit 301. That's also a career high. Luke Grace tailed off at the end, finished 276, 15 and 61. Ray Harvey, he also tailed off, did hit 23 home runs as a rookie, 11 steals. By Rosario also dropped off down to 259, 21 and 69. Guzman really jumped up his power, but his average took a dive. Ricky Garner, 225, 17 and 14. He did have some big games for us, even though his average didn't show it. Nick Lofton, not bad off the bench. Keegan did a great job as a backup. Montgomery, as a September call-up, did great. Pitching side, Derrick Siddiqui, there we are, 19 and 7. Freddie Lorenz, 17 and 7. Tyler Bremner, 16 and 8. Bowden Francis, 14 wins. Medina comes up, goes 2 and 2. Leaf pitcher side, Boovy, 262. Perez, 257. Brito, 225. They've got some guys called up and guys sent down. I'll have to fix that. And Jason Foley, 53 saves. He's regressing slightly. You might bring him back and let him pitch as a setup guy. He might regress too much to be a closer, but you never know. I mean, look at these seasons he's done as our closer. Just been phenomenal as a Rule 5 pick. I've just had a blast doing this entire franchise, and I hope you guys have really enjoyed it as well. Let's sim through this first round so we know who the Angels play in the next round. We're going to take on the Astros as they beat the A's 2-1. Seattle beat Kansas City 2-0. So we have 3 teams from our division. 4 teams from the division made the playoffs. 3 of them make it to the ALDS. Seattle takes on the Yankees. The other side, Padres are taking on the Mets. Giants taking on the Cubs. And so when you see us next, we will have the Angels against the Astros again. This is a best of 5 series. So, hey, guys, like the content. Please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell. Thank you to all the new subs. Really appreciate it. I will see you very soon with the first round of the playoffs for us, the ALDS against the Astros. You take care. Bye-bye.